What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. As we know, Carlee Russell is under a lot of scrutiny right now for possibly hoaxing a disappearance. And let me just say, a lot of people in America were rooting for her, trying to find her. We were thinking the worst, especially, those states like Alabama, Mississippi. Everybody's always concerned about those states because we know what has historically happened to African Americans in those places. And so once she reappeared, people started looking at, some of the things, and things didn't match up. So folks started saying it was a hoax, right? And so when people start saying it was a hoax, the family came out to defend her. And here's a clip of that right now.
Can you tell me what happened Saturday night? Did you just get a knock at the door?
Anything leading to the case itself, we can't discuss that.
But they say speculation about the circumstances surrounding Carlee's disappearance are only making things worse.
She's having to deal with the trauma of people just making completely false allegations about her.
Her family now urging the public to let the investigation play out, but mentioning an abductor. Her mother asking to read a brief message to the public.
Carlee has given detectives her statement so that they can continue to pursue her abductor.
So as the family was coming out to, defend the young lady and things such as that, we started also to hear the boyfriend defend her, okay? And the boyfriend was saying, listen, what you're talking about is not right. It's been 48 hours since it's happened. You guys need to chill out. Like I said, she's fighting for her life for 48 hours. During the time she's missing, everybody should chill, okay? But then now the brother has unfollowed her, okay? So after saying she's mentally not stable, she's not able to give any updates or whereabouts with the kidnapper where he's at this very moment, he's no longer with her. Okay. Now, here's also something that I have figured out, and I got this from this particular brother's YouTube channel, if I can find it. He found a story or a tweet as to why, and it's called Ruin Leon. Shout out to the brother. Why possibly Carlee Russell faked the kidnapping. Let me go ahead on and play that clip from his video, and then I'm going to come back.
All just a lover's quarrel.
Going on. Well, when you start talking about something, people start DMing you the truth. It looks like 50 people from Hoover have already got fired for leaking what's really going on with this case, and it's trickled into my DM. So you mean to tell me all this was because she was trying to get back at her ex-man? Yeah, that boyfriend that spoke out about her being kidnapped and held and tortured. Yeah, that was her ex-man, and he actually cheated on her with a stripper, and Carlee had it out with the stripper. And to get back at him, yeah, she disappeared herself and then got afraid when it blew up. This is what Carlee said to the side chick. Itch, please. He told me everything you said about me, and you thought I told him to say that. I wasn't even with him. You're delusional AF if you think your little conversation was anything more than convenience and the fact that he used you to get back at me out of anger. You want to talk about I don't compare to you on your worst day? Girl, bye. You're miserable, or at least should be, being a stripper to provide for a child I've heard you've had from multiple people. So not surprised you don't know who your baby daddy is. Mention me or contact my NIGGA again, and you'll see I'm not the one to play with. You don't want you and your whole family touched. You're poor. I'm rich. You're a stripper. I'm a nurse. You're ugly. I'm beautiful. You could never. You're the bottom of the barrel. Someone from the police department just could not watch us all suffer. So they released these details. Here's the update. She's sticking to the story that she was abducted. She says she was lured into the woods by some people who live in the woods, described as a person with orange hair, balding on top, tied her up and drove her around and put her in an 18-wheeler and fed her Cheez-Its for 2 days, and they painted her nails. They kept her on 150 somewhere, and somehow she managed to get away and run through the woods to her neighborhood until she got into her house and then goes into the hospital. Hoover got some Ring doorbell footage from her neighborhood, and it just shows her walking casually until she gets close to her house, and then she starts sprinting and flailing arms and acting a fool. She got caught stealing from work that day, failed out of nursing school, and has been on drugs. She had her friend behind her, and that's who picked her up. She was with her friend all weekend. The police knew she was safe because she unblocked her ex while she was quote-unquote abducted. She planned to disappear and realized it wasn't going to work.
Now, I want to know if you're watching this video, okay, because we see the exchange she had with the so-called ex-boyfriend or the boyfriend that she was with. Allegedly, he was sleeping with a stripper or something like that, and you hear what she's saying. She's saying like, hey, you know, I'm a nurse, you're broke, this is what I got going on right now. But obviously, you know, she was working at some spa and stealing stuff from a spa, right? So now here's what I want to do. I want to play the searches according to the Hoover Police Department in which she was looking for things, and then I'm going to come back.
Detectives continue analyzing data from Carlee's cell phone that was left behind at the scene. We enlisted the help of the United States Secret Service in conducting this analysis. Part of what data included several internet searches in the days leading up to their disappearance that I think are very relevant to this case. On July 11th at 7:30 a.m., the term, "Do you have to pay for an Amber Alert?" was searched. On July 13th at 1:03 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term, "How to take money from a register without being caught," was searched. On July 13th at 2:13 a.m., the day of her disappearance, the term Birmingham bus station was searched. On July 13th, 2:35 a.m., a search for a one-way bus ticket from Birmingham to Nashville was conducted with a departure date of July 13th. On July 13th at 12:10 p.m., a search for the movie Taken, a film about abduction, was conducted. There were 2 searches related to Amber Alerts on a computer at Carlee's place of employment, including one regarding the maximum age of an Amber Alert. There were other searches on Carlee's phone that appeared to shed some light on her mindset, but out of respect for her privacy, we will not be releasing the content of those searches at this time.
All right, brothers. So you heard that, okay? This is what she's doing. Allegedly, she searched these terms after having this particular argument, and then possibly what people are saying is because she did this to get back at the ex-boyfriend because he was messing with somebody on the side. And now, as it appears, this guy also is done with her, okay? He stuck his neck out for her, and he has unfollowed her. He's wiped all the stories and tweets out. Instagram posts of them together. And I just want to say this, you know, because a lot of brothers are dealing with somebody crazy like this. Just you're dealing with somebody crazy like this, okay? You know, I just want to just say this. Please, man, do your homework on these chicks, bro. Just think about this. Like, I've heard so many stories of like a lady dealing with a man. She'll go sleep with like 2 guys at the same time. It's the horrible story I'm going to tell you right now. She had a train ran on her. She let these guys do this. She goes back and cries to the boyfriend that she got, you know, raped. The boyfriend and his friend go out there and kill the guy, only to find out while he about to get a life sentence that she was lying the whole time. And this is exactly what happens to so many men, man. I'm telling you, it is so sad. So many men come out here, get all of these problems, dealing with somebody crazy. Somebody ain't got no sense. They don't even care about your life. It's crazy because they don't even care about their own life. You know what I mean? Like, what kind of woman do you have to be for you to go out there and say something that like that? Oh, this person did this to me. I'm gonna go ahead and make myself disappear, as if you're gonna get away with it and cause a nationwide manhunt. Because why? Because you're damn silly. And this is what, like, I feel so bad for so many men that go through this. I see ladies do this with like, let's say, for example, with their brothers, and they will go out, they'll get a boyfriend beat on them, or they'll lie on the boyfriend like, oh, okay, well, you know what? I'm going to tell my brother you did X, Y, and Z. Put their brother or their father in a situation where the brother or the father got to fight the boyfriend, and the boyfriend didn't even do nothing wrong at all. And then the whole time you're getting used. And, you know, like I said, women typically don't play video games. They play people, you know, they play guys. And all the good people in her life that wants to defend her, what happens to the next black woman? Okay, like, seriously, what happens to the next black woman that wants to or not saying want to, but something happens to them, and now ain't nobody gonna believe him because of Carlee Russell. Again, this is like low intelligence for her. It's selfish, and I'm glad the brother dumped her ass. Okay? Out here lying. You're not telling the truth. You're out here weaving and you're sailing. You're out here stealing hella stuff. You're telling this girl you're rich, but you're out here dusty as hell. Like you're out here super dusty for no goddamn reason. So family, what do you think? It's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all you do, Celebrity Bill. We're out.